It's been like that your whole life?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Crazy. Welcome to Hoops Chat. Today we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference playoffs and where we think the predictions will be or where everyone was going to end up going. It's not as crazy as the West is, but there's still some stuff to talk about for it.
There's some big developments in the last 7 days.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, so we got Skittles, and we also got Ryan the intern here with us today, moving up in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real excited to be here.
This is your first and last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It might be. All right, Ryan, we'll have you start us off here. What's the one thing that stands out to you the most in the Eastern Conference?
Well, I think it's Boston right now. I think their big loss with Kyrie Irving makes the lower seeds in the playoffs much more of games, much more interesting. And
So you're saying in English that because of Kyrie's injury, that because they're clinched for the 2 seed. Because of that injury, the 2-7 matchup is going to be far more interesting.
Yeah.
And I agree.
So,
Yeah, I actually think so. And 6 is Miami, 7th is Milwaukee, and 8th is Washington. I think those teams are going to be trying to hit 7th. That's what I would do, because I would rather play against Boston than Philadelphia or Cleveland in the first round. It gives you like almost a guarantee.
And Philly, we have to consider Philly for the number 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be your 6th matchup. But yeah, no, and the Celtics are such a good team, but they're so young, and there's been word from the Celtics camp that they're not shooting for a finals win right now. That's why Kyrie is sitting, is because they want to make sure he's healthy next year when they have Gordon Hayward, Kyrie, their young guys, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum are a little bit more mature, and I think they're shooting for it next year.
I think, I actually see that way, because like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, holy cow. I think like with those guys and Gordon Hayward, like you saw it at the first like 3 minutes at the start of this year. That lineup is super exciting to look at. Like they're all super like long, athletic guys to go along with Kyrie Irving. They can all do like a little bit of everything.
And Rozier's been a great player. He's turned out to be a great replacement if he's going to be coming off the bench for Kyrie next year. I mean, I don't think we should spend too much time on this, but the Celtics...
like speculation of like their future.
Yeah. The Celtics, I think you want to play them in the playoffs.
Yeah, because right now their best player is Al Horford, who's great, but he's not going to really damage anyone.
how do you think with John Wall, his name, right?
Yeah.
How do you think he'll
Good.
How do you think he'll do now that he's back against Toronto in the first round of the playoffs? Do you think that will be a better matchup, or do you think Toronto's just going to sweep them? Or
I think Toronto will sweep them. I think Washington's had a disappointing year.
And their biggest difficulty last year was their bench. Their starting lineup was it was one of the best performing starting lineups, and it was their bench. And that just happens to be the Raptors' strongest point, is their bench is just as productive as their starting.
So I actually think Toronto will make it like almost clinched to make it to the finals this year. A lot of it depends on...
The finals or the Eastern Conference
finals?
Okay.
A lot of it depends on Kyle Lowry, because in the last years, like their biggest weakness has been in the playoffs has been Kyle Lowry has struggled immensely. Okay. But I have a lot of faith in him. I think he'll do really good this year.
I think the Eastern Conference playoffs are far more entertaining than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
I think going into the season, I think everyone had in their mind LeBron will do his thing, Boston will do their thing. I think we all kind of wrote off Toronto just because their past playoff experiences, and we all just thought it'd be those 2 teams, kind of like we thought, Rockets. We're thinking Rockets, Warriors, but no, I think the Pacers have a lot to offer. The 76ers have completely changed the Eastern Conference. They're not just really good, but they're really young, and so is that going to translate to the playoffs? What are we going to see in the playoffs when there's a minute left and it's a tie game? Who's going to be? Ben Simmons is their best player, but he is not a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
So and JJ Redick. We're going to see a lot of fun games. I think the Eastern Conference will be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think teams that you can probably write off in the Eastern Conference, I don't see Milwaukee really making it. Unless they play against Boston, Milwaukee might be able to beat them, but even then, I don't know. Milwaukee just kind of is a weird team to me.
Yeah, they are.
I just don't really see them making it past the first round. Same with Miami, but I think Indiana, Washington also. Whoever plays against Boston is the only team between Miami, Milwaukee, and Washington that has a chance of making it past the first round.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Indiana could probably take a few games off of Cleveland or Philadelphia, but who knows? They could actually make another run because Indiana's a fun team to watch.
Yeah,
so I'm excited for the Eastern Conference.
They could still clinch the 4th seed, right? If Cleveland doesn't win and they win all 3 of their last games.
Cleveland has a pretty easy schedule going forward. There's
the Knicks.
Yeah, they play the Knicks.
Yes, but Cleveland loses games it shouldn't all the time.
Yeah. What do you have for the Eastern Conference Finals? Which teams do you have battling?
Toronto, and I want Philadelphia to make it. But I think Cleveland would probably... playoff LeBron is phenomenal.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Cleveland and Philly in the Eastern Conference Finals.
You think Cleveland would knock out Toronto?
I believe in playoff LeBron.
All right. I don't really argue that. You can't argue playoff LeBron. All right. Let us know what you guys think. If we underrated any teams for the Eastern Conference, but let us know. We'll see you guys later.
Probably won't see you next time.
Right. Let us know if you like our intern.
How many likes is how much we pay him.